What is up, guys? It's King of Cards. Welcome back to another episode of King of Amalur. Alright, Ficon. I am a Ficon, speaker of renown.
Many ballads, but none so important as those sung by the Court of Enchantments. This is my third attempt at claiming a seat in the House of Ballads. Perhaps this telling will be the one. I am Ficon, speaker of renown the world over. I've claimed many ballads, but none so important as those sung by the Court of Enchantments. This is my third attempt at claiming a seat in the House of Ballads. Perhaps this telling will be the one.
Third time's the charm. Helen the White.
All Fae know of the storyteller. He is the caretaker of the telling and has been since the first spring began.
House of Ballads.
There is no higher honor than to earn a noteworthy role in the telling. They make up the cornerstone of our shared experience. The House of Ballads' function is to ensure that the mightiest Fae heroes do not fade into obscurity, that they are always with us in the present.
Telling.
Call it history or the past. Each life tells a tale. But there is no yesterday, as there is no tomorrow. It is all today. One grand and vibrant telling. Our narrative continues to be spun. Even your presence here, while strange, is part of the changing picture. I wish not to waste my words on you. Now go.
Leave us, mortal. Wander elsewhere, mundane thing. This does not concern mortals.
What is it? I'm about to claim one of the telling's greatest songs. I don't want to stand around discussing it.
You can't possibly expect to compete for a seat in the House of Ballads. Begone, outsider.
Helen the White.
This does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. And that must never happen.
What is the House of Ballads?
We are the collectors of tales, the warriors of lore, the most respected of all Summer Court heroes. Our deeds are known across the Fey lands. Our great knights, Wenson the Bold, Airmer the Pure, Olaine the Kind, are destined to repeat their quests for all eternity, that no Fae may ever forget. They remind us of who we are and what we've done, of our greatest achievements and our deepest losses. The house ensures those defining tales are never forgotten.
What happened to Sir Sagral?
Sir Sagral, Slayer of Volzigan, Lord of the Morning Mists, and defender of the Crown of Haxi, was one of our most beloved knights. His tales have endured for generations. Several days ago, he departed to do battle with the Grave Thresh, his most famous and legendary foe. But there was an event, a twist in the story. In this telling, it was the Thresh that bested Sagral. Such an outcome has never happened. I don't know what to make of it.
I want to fill the scene.
You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may finish his quest, complete his story. However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new patterns and change. It is the one thing with which we Fae have no experience. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the Grave Thresh, recover Sagral's ring, and take his seat in the House of Ballads.
The Song of Sir
It
Sagral.
is a popular tale, featuring the Summer Court's most treasured rogue. One afternoon, Sagral, his head sleepy with wine and dreams of women, awoke to a terrible roar. The treacherous maid of Windermere, villain of the House of Ballads, was summoning forth a beast from beneath the earth. she wished to send it against Wenson himself. When the maid departed, Sagril tread into the beast's lair and killed it, only to realize that it was simply the first of many deadlier enemies. What a song.
Court of Summer.
We are the soldiers of summer, the guardians of the light of spring. When our cousins in the winter court celebrate the darkening of the skies, we revel in the dawn. However, our cycle is changing. Everyone has noticed the fires on the sea, the monsters in the east, and the whispers on the lips. The summer court is in decline.
Court of Winter.
For many seasons, the court of winter ruled alongside us as allies. There is no spring without the cool decay of autumn, no bright summer without the snow. Yet, even as our power wanes, theirs is mysteriously on the rise. Surely, you have felt it.
Hallam the White.
I am Hallam the White, seeker of the Stone of Val, Baron of the Drowned Forest, Slayer of Argoth the Mighty, and Chamberlain to the House of Ballads. Many in the House of Ballads call me the Storyteller, for I watch over the Summer Court's anthology of experience.
Where is the grave?
The lair of the Thresh is east of this great house, in the hollow of Gorgoroth. In the evenings after dark, you can hear its disturbed slumber. The cries are unsettling. Go now, and make the song your own.
We will see. Sorry, I just had to go do something. So I paused it for a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go right after and check out these areas.
Why, hello. Let me take a look at you.
Hello.
Ooh, very fair you are. Too fair for the House of Ballads, that is certain. I tend to enjoy the company of mortals. So fleshy. I'm Milova,
Jesus.
instructor in the persuasive arts. That includes seduction, but you probably guessed that.
Hello.
I was brought here by Ferrara himself. Forbidden love can lead you in the strangest of directions. Here I am at the House of Ballads, and I won't even hold a sword. Care to be my squire? Intense relationships they are. Very intense. Many moonlit evenings are expected.
Jesus. Maid of Windermere.
The ballads sing of her as a winter court witch, and that she wishes to wither the summer. Me, I believe her affections for Wenson are quite real. I've met him. I know.
Persuasion training.
I can make almost anyone do almost anything. Don't believe me? Ask one of my many admirers. I'm willing to make you privy to my secrets. For a price.
Training. Damn.
Come back soon.
You do not belong
It's
here,
expensive.
mortal.
Fuck off.
Try not to humiliate yourself too badly, child of the dust. Try not to humiliate yourself too badly, child.
I wish you a fair telling, child. Welcome.
Who could-
You've come to the right place, my friend. Yes, you have. This is where all the grandest questing goes on. Right in this bottle. Hey, old Ukabal will teach you everything you need to know about alchemy. Pinch of this, drop of that. Not much to it, really. Tell me what you need and I'll see to it you get a bottle. That is, unless I've consumed it all in a fit of fancy. Care to learn? I can hardly discern one of you creatures from another. I mean no offense, of course. I simply don't care. Dig for the rumors elsewhere, my friend. I really don't remember how I came to be here. So long as no one tells me to leave, I'll carry on, spinning my own song long after everyone else is gone. A beautiful bell-maid asked us, who wants to go at making the potions? And I look around thinking, what fool wouldn't jump at the chance to spend his days sitting around drinking such magical tonics? Not me. Yeah.
Experiment. Minor blazing salve. Minor healing potion. That's a good one.
You are brave, mortal. The thresh is no trifle beast.
Arvia.
Welcome, ageless one. I am Arvia, but I suspect you know that already. The tides of fate have washed me upon your shore, and I am here to do your bidding.
Art of divination.
I am but a tool of the destinies, a mouthpiece for their changing voices. I do not know how I know what I know. It has been that way since I first stepped from my hollow. You act as though we're strangers, but that's not true, is it? In many a dream you've come to me. Even in death you've brushed my consciousness.
Okay. Fate
I
weaving.
am here for you, to guide you in a careful separation of the threads of fate, and to ease you into a more appropriate plane.
House of Balance.
Lord Issa had great faith in Wenson, and his instincts have proven true. But all kingdoms fall, and all kings fall with them. There is no clear victory for the House of Ballads. I see nothing. Only you.
Maid of Windermere.
Yes, it's true. She exists, skirting the edges of my consciousness. But I am unaware of her intentions. That is more troubling than anything else. Until we meet again.
Try not to humiliate yourself too badly, child.
Fuck you too.
What is it? Welcome to the Summer Sanctuary, where the seeds of knowledge are sown and nurtured. I see you are a stranger and a mortal. I am green, and I possess the healer's warmth. You have need of my services?
you're grey.
Have you been injured in your mortal war?
Court of Enchantments.
All of us at the House of Ballads live to serve Wenson and the court. They are the lords and ladies of tradition, embodiments of Fey glory. Without them, we are nothing.
Crystal War.
If you ask me, our kind should be moving east to aid the Alpha. We are part of a bigger world now. The telling has changed. We cannot ignore what you call the future.
Green the healer.
For our kind, healing is simply a matter of asking our bodies to mend themselves. For one like you, it's more complicated. I don't know how you lasted this long.
Healing.
I do what I can. Most of the time, it's not enough. I've learned much from the dying races. Life is precious. Our kind often forget that. Farewell, fragile one.
Can't be doing that.
You are brave, mortal. The thresh is no trifle beast.
Good
Sir
day.
Tarka.
How can I help you? You are the mortal I've been hearing about. How dare they say you're meek? Why, to me, you look as fierce as a troll.
House of Ballads.
The songs of the House of Ballads are not simply stories. They are part of the magic that unites us all, summer and winter alike. They move through us like the seasons. There are some who believe our time of glory is on the decline, that our ballads will fade into mortal history like whispers. I say, never underestimate a good story.
Sage crafting.
I can help you with any gems or shards. Speak to them on your behalf. It isn't as hard as you might think. Unless they're stubborn, of course.
Tarka.
My telling is not one of battle and bravery, but of binding. I served Wenson himself back when the great ballads were new. We did not sing them then. We lived them.
Goodbye.
Hello. The grave thresh will make
Aren't you
It's an
lovely?
honor to speak with you.
You I like. Leon.
Greetings. I am Gleonor, also known as the Antiquarian. What does a child of dust require of me?
Court of Summer.
All of us in the Western Feylands are subjects of High King Tatarian. Our presence maintains the natural balance, bringing the green of spring at winter's end.
Faye.
We are the story that is told in every age, with different words, but the same meanings. We are the blazing summer and the brooding winter, forever following one another. We are, as we have always been and shall ever be, no more and no less.
Gleonor.
As antiquarian, I'm keenly aware of the lesser ballads in Fey telling, and do my best to ensure that they're not lost in the wide river of time. I'm keeper of the Echo Stone here in the House of Ballads. It has only come to us recently, but I find its purpose most fascinating. It is a new relic crafted by several of our most attuned Fey mages. Usually the notion of new repels me, but in this case, I can't help but feel a spark of curiosity. The Echo Stone can be used like a lore stone to experience past narratives, stories that have long since left the lips of their tellers. However, one can only use the Echo Stone if he has the right matching cairn, a magical key devised by Hallam the White himself.
Hallam the White.
The role of the storyteller is the most important to the Fae in the Court of Summer. He watches the telling as it unfolds. His gaze is not on one ballad, but all of them.
High King's
His
Terror.
wisdom is above us all, even the lords and ladies of the House of Ballads. The High King guides us in all the grand telling of the Fae.
House of Ballads.
For you, tales are naught but a reminder of your inevitable decline. But for the Fae, our tales are eternal reminders of our truest selves. Here we celebrate the very heart of our kind. The greatest of our tales, reborn and relived.
The Telling.
Every creature has its story. The wake it leaves behind in its travel, that is a telling.
It is a narrative of defeats and victories that give every life meaning. Our fate telling goes on from creation deep into the hidden end. Until then, we celebrate the small songs, the ones that celebrate the spring in which we find ourselves. Sing your song.
Spell's echostones not respond, you attempt to interact with it. Perhaps this is something they do with large spherical slots found on the front of the relic. Here's another magical item is needed to make the echostone function. Yes, probably. Huh. Wonder where that plant is. She's just gonna keep being there and looking. Please turn around. I think that's the rest of the 3 keys.
Yes, Gosling? It's an honor to speak with you.
Try not to humiliate yourself too badly. Hallam would not let you try for this seat if he didn't think you worthy.
I should not be seen talking to you. It isn't good for my reputation. Goodbye.
I'm not really here for that right now. I will get to that. Not quite yet. My focus is on going back to Gorehart and settling that shit over there. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I need to get a horse or something. It's a shame I don't know any fast travel system in the game.
Need something?
Poison resistance, ice resistance. Sorcery abilities. Based attacks. Neat.
Yeah, what can I get you? Don't be a stranger.
You made it. You're back. I was so worried that the Fae had taken out the revenge on you. As usual, I was wrong. The Fae has recovered, thanks to your potion. In fact, she wishes to stay in the village for the next several weeks as she recovers. Goreheart will be a new community, a place of compassion, and it's thanks to you. Please, take my sword and buckler. They will serve you well, as they have served me. I believe they call it Shield Ring, a recruitment stop for those who wish to march westward to war. Follow the road. You'll see its towers over the trees in Yolven. Bye now.
Let's techniques enable you. Your attacks will increase shadow flare damage. Let's focus on you for the moment. Two-class hybrid destiny. I didn't mean to skip through that last part, but whatever.
Greetings, stranger. I understand that you are to thank for my longevity. I'm in your debt. Our people have too long stood apart. Perhaps together we can change that. My interest in humans brought me to the boundaries of your village, and that led to my unfortunate injuries. I plan to stay here, to learn. Goreheart is not simply a village. It is a seed. Within its hardened shell exists all of what makes humanity wonderful, and all that makes it terrible.
House of Ballads.
They are the greatest of us, lords and ladies of the telling. But I was never bound for glory in their ranks. I know that now. Like all Fae, I will take what I've learned from their experience and light the darkest wood. My story is their story. For the telling belongs to all of us.
What is that weird thing on your face? Keeps moving. What is that?
I serve the House of Ballads as a squire, but I've not been home for almost a full season. They will be expecting me.
Hello.
Damn you. Don't walk around while fucking reading. I don't like you.
Mark my words. Bringing a Fae into the village will only cause our people grief.
Training. Detect hidden. Nice.
We'll see you soon.
These are strange times.
Now to look at new quests. In Yolden. Of Tooth and Claw. Red and Tooth and Claw.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, Wolf.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm a bit lost in thought. Today could be the day, you know? Camden could be the next one to round that corner.
Who is
He
Kingpin?
is my husband. Although we were together for only one night before he marched. His militia fights under the banner of General Finn.
Oh,
We had
no.
one night together. And then he departed for 3 long years. He will return. My heart tells me so.
Oh no. I'll
I
find him.
can't give you much in return, but what I have is yours. The Alpha army is notoriously secretive with their information, and all my pleas for help have been ignored. You might find something in Dyden Hill. That is where Camden volunteered. Of course, that was years ago. Thank you for your kindness. I will be waiting here for news.
Where did you last see
On
him?
that very road, the one leading east to the Rathia coast. He was heading off to enlist at the station in Dyden Hill. That was years ago. How would I look to him now? Farewell.
Jogging simulator. Unlimited stamina. Beechwood Bark. Damn it. It's going to be annoying, isn't it? fucked up. She's dealing with a warrior, though. Red Legion, probably. The true bark lands at the surface of the pool. It sinks into swirling blackness, and suddenly all seems at peace. Take a trout with the wandering well.
It is there, Two Legs. The scent of water. Faint, but it does not escape me. My pack shall hear of your compassion and honor. I now go to the wilds and rejoin my pack. And now you may continue on your path, but with the knowledge of how to fight with the strength of a wolf. Now I shall drink deep of this potion and return to my kind.
Adding teeth and claw. Destinies. Fragile appearance of a disciple has a deadly assortment of skills. They're usually employed from a safe distance. This destiny you excel at dealing elemental damage and piercing an enemy's armor. Neat. Abilities, destinies, moves. Sharp slot. Skills. Thought maybe it taught me something. All they gave me was some EXP. Maybe he added to my stealth thing, I don't know. I don't really remember. Oh, you jackass! Arden's hut. Hello.
Interesting. You're not at all what I expected to find here.
Aelin Shear? You killed Arden!
Oh, is that the name of this Fate Weaver? No. The Tuatha I was following killed him. I was hoping his corpse would give me an idea of why they were here. Now I know. They were hoping to find you.
Well, I assume I'm involved.
Knowing you, you're definitely involved. But something tells me I know you better than you knew yourself.
How do you know me?
Do you remember me? I'm hurt. No time for introductions now. The Tuatha are still on the move. I'm certain that we'll see one another again. Soon. Be on your way.
What happened here? Arden's dead. How did this happen?
There was a woman here.
If so, then I sure didn't see her. I was hoping to avoid this, but I think I'm going to have to take you to Delok.
What's Delok?
It's a sacred place to weave fate weavers. Somewhere that I was hoping to avoid. I was hoping Arden could take you, but I guess it comes down to me. No reason getting anyone else killed over it. Go, I'll meet you there. Once I give Arden a proper funeral. This is twice now I've buried the bodies left in your wake.
I didn't choose this. Mages.
What's bothering you?
Arden.
He died before his time, but I can't imagine many tears will be shed for him. You tell enough futures and soon you won't have any friends left.
Delok.
Under the Delok ruins in Etenmere is a nexus of oracular power. It's where the Fate Weaver Order was founded, but no one has been there in over 100 years.
Fae.
Everyone thinks the immortal Fae are enigmas, but they've got it all wrong. The Fae are simple, far simpler than mortals. They never change. Even when their bodies die, they reform again, often years later.
Summer Court.
Ah, the warm and welcoming Fae of the Summer Court. They were the ones who welcomed man, Alpha, and Gnome into the Faelands. You'd hardly realize the Tuatha are the same sort of creature.
What do we do
I
now?
was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but we're going to have to go to Delok. Maybe something there can tell me why I can't see your fate. Get going. I'll meet you there.
Just doing my best to collect some reagents. Not very good at it, clearly. Canneroc. Methinks you're not supposed to be here.
Thank the gods. Somebody finally came. Tell us, are you from Gorehart or Dyden Hill? How many warriors travel with you? It seems you're not the assistance we requested, but don't think me ungrateful. I could... Canneroc could use someone of your particular skill.
Canneroc.
The town was built for those who made their living harvesting silk from webwood. Though dangerous, we had the bridges and magic to guard us. Unfortunately, that seems to have stopped, and we don't have the people or the defenses to hold out indefinitely.
Canneroc.
I'm doing my best to save this town. I'm sure you can see that.
Silk farmers.
Those that make their living taking the webbing from the wood so we can process it. Most of them didn't survive the first spider attacks.
Webwood.
The old forest is home to countless spiders. I've heard of a time when it stretched from here to Oderath. Legends say that there was even a terrible wraith named the Widow who ruled the spiders. But such is for children's tales.
What's happened to
We
this
sit on the
town?
border to Webwood, most of us silk farmers. Normally, we rely on our bridges and an ancient summer fae aura to guard us. But of late, what defenses we have are failing. These monstrous spiders strike at us from all sides. They've even gotten as far as Yolven. A week ago, a team of hunters was led by the village's chief defender, Barton. We need someone to go find him and his party.
I'll find
Good.
it for you.
I have more information to give you regarding Barton and the hunting party. But let's not give anyone false hope. And these townsfolk are growing hysterical. Meet me on the southern bridge and we'll continue our discussion.
Barton.
He's too new to our village to have already given his life in its defense. But I fear it may be too late to save him. They are a
Summer fae.
strange, mincing people. No sense of themselves or how others perceive them. They're just too caught up in their own nature.
What happened to Canneroc?
Spiders. We've had an uneasy existence on the edge of Webwood. But never have we had to fear for our lives so. And our greatest
That's
warrior,
fucking
Barton, is lost somewhere within it. We need you to find him. Good hunting!
Decent creatures, damn it. Ring of Ice Shield. Famed Mages. Part 1. The Early Years. Though the philosophy of the Scholia Arcana demands its adherents to sacrifice any form of personal gain for the sake of advancing the study of magic, there are not a few moments in history where extremely talented or notorious mages of the Order have secured a position in the collective memory of Amalur. It goes without saying that the founding members, Eladin Bloodgood, Maris Torix, and Eleanor Brea are among this number, but there are yet others who, in their own way, have heralded themselves into the annals of legend. Where better to start than with Evren the Bernhardt? During the early years of the Order, our ranks were dominated by the Alfar, whose affinities for magic seemed limitless. Very rarely did we have humans, save of course the founding members, who had the magical capacity to withstand the rigors of initiation. When Evren, a small, almost sickly Almain, appeared in Rathir, it seemed the only way he would have gained admission into the Scholia was by the pity of his examiners. Not so, it was found, for within minutes of his arrival, he demonstrated for us an application of fire magic that had never been witnessed before. It was almost as if he pulled a star from the sky and slammed it into the earth with meteoric force. The plants and soil that had once been there had been turned to glass and cinders under such heat. In time, we learned that though powerful, his skills were nearly uncontrollable, for they were innate. Eventually, we learned from his powers a new, more potent form of fire magic than was previously thought possible, and taught Evren the serenity needed to quell the raging fires within him. Then there was the Siren, a traveler with no name and no stories of her past save for a knowing smile. That the Order discovered her existence is a miracle in and of itself. Allegedly, she was utilizing her comeliness in a less than savory manner in a small village in the Ice Brine. By chance, she met an initiate of our order who, in what must have been a sudden burst of uncharacteristic indiscretion, accepted her proposal. A small song from her lips, and he realized she was using some form of magic to charm him into thinking she had earned her coin. It took some convincing, but she agreed to some sessions of tutelage with the Scholia. But to this day, we still cannot truly fathom the sing-song spells she wove with her voice. The Scholia is remembered for its more peculiar members as well. Frontbert the Miasmic was touted as a powerful mage long before he came to our order, though none could say why. He submitted himself to the trial of initiation, and though he passed with some success, there was much confusion as to whether his reputation was deserved. When asked, he affirmed that it was and offered to prove it, by engaging in flatulence so powerful as to propel him from Pryderi all the way to the Scholia Arcana courtyard. Surely not the magic we had anticipated, but from Evren to Frunbert, these great heroes have demonstrated magic's mutability and variety of forms. I'm going to start doing these because I know that I can get a house from this, and I want a house.
What can I help you with?
Silverado.
Thank the gods. Someone from the outside finally made it through. I thought we'd be... well, I never thought I'd see a new face again. But it's good you're here. I'm Silveretta Vonner, the village mediciner, and I need your help.
Canneroc.
He's an eager man, eager to have us all leaping to his call. Though who knows how long the village will last with such a leader.
Jennery Vonner.
My dear husband, I know he thinks himself useless, but the deer has been essential in helping me keep this town in health potions and anti-venom.
Webwood.
Even the wondrous Dalentarth has its dark places, but the silk we take from these spiders gets a fair coin elsewhere, so here we stay. But recently, the winds of the wood are darker, the air more thick, and now the spiders have besieged us. It's as though the witch has finally come.
The widow.
It's an old story. My grandmother used to tell it when I was young. It's supposed to scare young ones away from Webwood. They said that the widow ripped out her heart when she first found love, and that she has her spiders rip out the hearts of all who dare pierce her wood.
What do you need from me?
Normally I keep a stock of anti-venom at hand for when silk farmers get bitten, but with the recent attacks my stores have been emptied. There's not much to the potion, but because we've been in Webwood for so long, we're more sensitive to the spider poison than most. So there is an ingredient I still need.
The opposite?
The poison glands of the spiders themselves. I'll need someone to harvest them.
I'll get them for you.
I'll need as large a batch of the potion as I can make, so 15 glands or so will be needed.
Where can I find poison
In the maws
glands?
of the beasts that hunt us, I'm afraid. The only way to get the glands is to kill a spider and take them. It's no easy task, but the town needs this potion soon.
Yeah.
came from the wood? I almost can't believe the last time I was in there. It was when the spiders first came. Sorry, I forget myself. I'm Jennery Vorna. I gather reagents for my wife Silveretta, Canneroc's mediciner.
Silveretta Vonner.
My wife. A damn wizard at the alchemy bench. Or a damn alchemist. You know what I mean.
The widow.
It was something that my old dad used to tell me when he wanted to scare the daylights out of me. Watch you don't go too close to the webs, Jen, he'd say. The widow will have your eyes for supper. I always thought it was just a tale.
Ooh. Didn't mean to do that.
I harvested the silk of that place for 40 years. I know its ins and outs. It was never a completely safe place, but few really are. But I have never seen the spiders act like this. They never broke into a man's house. They never crossed the bridges. Yeah, while you can.
Have you had any luck getting those poison glands? I'll need 15 or so to craft the antivenom. Good day.
Gnomish text detailing the giant spiders of Amalur. 6, 7, 8. Volume 8. Giant spiders. How curious that there can be in this world a spider no bigger than the head of a pin and one as large as an aurochs. The giant spider is a well-known creature in the lands of Amalur, and rightfully so. Fast and graceful on 8 legs, fangs full of poison, capable of shooting inescapable webs. If the spider is one of the deadliest predators one can regularly expect to encounter. It's venom, not poison. It is rather embarrassing, but for as many opportunities we have to study these creatures, we still have no idea why they are so large, perhaps to avoid predation? The new and most attractive theory attributes their prodigious size to the recent growth of magic in Amalur. I am inclined to agree with this, simply because the weight of its exoskeleton would crush the beast if it left to ordinary physical forces. The giant spider is also extraordinary because it can exhibit a wide array of predatory behavior, whereas most of its smaller relatives stick to a specific pattern of hunt. They can burrow very quickly underground in order to ambush enemies by erupting from the soil. Behavior seen previously in the tarantulas of the Basilan territory, as well as the typical poison-laced bite. Perhaps the most terrifying tool at their disposal is actively shooting web silk at their foes. This is a much more developed form of hunting than simply waiting in a web for prey to come along. Perhaps the increase in brain size has expanded their capacity to innovate on hunting instincts. I shall endeavor to examine this further. Wait a minute. What is this? Yep.
Speak with me a moment while we're away from prying ears. Canneroc is looking to me for leadership, and I'm more than happy to give it to them. However, if Barton returns, that all evaporates. Let me put it this way. It is for the best that he is dead. Do you understand?
I'll gut you. Why?
He's a stubborn and superstitious fool. He'd have the entire town chasing shadows instead of harvesting riches.
I don't need to
It would do you well to befriend me. So long as I hold sway in Canneroc, I can pay very well for your loyalty. But I understand your initial reservations. I don't need you to accept immediately. Just think about it. When the time comes, I have faith you'll come around.
Why should I kill Barton?
What are you talking about? I merely asked you to find Barton within Webwood. Or what's left of him. Now, are we finished? Canneroc has need of me. I'm a very important man, you know. Good hunting!
You bastard. House is abandoned, huh? Owner's journal.
Looks like the wrong place at the wrong time, like me. No offense, but I've not much interest in talking or listening. Doesn't pay to get too comfortable with people in this town right now.
Carter,
why are you wanting to know about him? I don't go asking you about yourself. You could return the favor. Do you go talking to all strangers, asking about their lives and who they are? Leave me alone. Survival is my concern, not who leads Canneroc. He's human, and all that entails.
The widow.
A story for children. There's not much more to it than that.
Well, boy.
Nasty place. I'd get as far away from it as I could.
Cartery Jake.
That's what I'm called, and that's all you'll be getting out of me. Glad that's done.
I thought it would be a fight. The silken seat. Where's that music coming from?
What's
What's needed now? There's a lot I need to do, stranger. So if you've come on business, you should make it quick. The forge is hot if you need to use it, and I've a few items I can spare, but we'll need them soon enough, I'm sure.
Illicida.
Just about the only damn thing that keeps the town from falling to pieces. Literally. It's a blacksmith's job. Coroner's decent, from what I've seen. No reason to think he's not the man for the job.
A widow.
Don't let my mother hear you. You'll have a mouthful of salt and your hands full of cold iron before you can reach the door. All my life, it was just a tale the old ones would talk of when night fires were nearly out. But it's becoming real. The widow is real. I can't say I know much about it, besides the stories I heard when I was a boy. I spend most of my time in town as the handyman. But it's almost as if the stories are now true. It's like the witch has come back. Stay alert.
You're the one I see in the fucking loading screen.
Stranger, I heard you aren't afraid to pass through Webwood. What I wouldn't give to be like you, to leave this place. I haven't seen my home in weeks, and I fear something horrible has happened there. It's a strange man that asked to be in charge in this situation. But we'll need to coordinate if we're to survive this. I am not from the town of Canneroc. Not properly. My family... Well, I came from the east, from a small farm on the edge of Webwood.
The widow.
My family was never that familiar with the history of Webwood. When we were fleeing from the war, we didn't have time to learn the old stories. But that's all they are. Stories. There's no reason to believe in the widow any more than that the sun might fall one day from the sky and crush us all.
Webwood.
My parents loved the wood. Genuinely. There was no war. There was no worrying. It was a simpler life for them. But they were not from here. They didn't know the danger to our farm, to our lives.
What's happened to your home?
That's just it. I don't know. I came to Canneroc some days before the first attacks. I was stuck here. Our farmhand, Cartery Jake, stumbled into Canneroc a few days later. He was tight-lipped about my parents at first. Then he said the spiders got them. Now he avoids me, avoids everyone. Something happened at the farm, but I can't bring myself to find out what.
I'll go to Toad Farm.
Thank you. I will give you whatever I have. Just bring me news of my mother and father. I need to know what happened there.
Where can I find your family?
At Toff Farm.
Toff.
I need you to find out what happened
It's
there.
Toff.
I lost contact with my family when the spider attacks stranded me here. Our farmhand, Cartery Jake, made it here a few days after the attacks began. But he won't give me a straight answer about my parents. I fear the worst. Safe journey.
So, you're the one that's supposed to save us all. All I see is another liability. If you're looking for potions, see Siloretta. For a bed, a forge, or other items, try the inn. And whatever you do, stay alert.
Karen, our friend.
He's my cousin. Distant cousin. But I couldn't care less who's in charge around here. When the dice are tossed, the only thing important is yourself.
Johan first.
Wasn't from these parts. Came from the north, from Gorhart. Nice enough place, but if they think the woods of Otheroth are frightening...
The widow.
Has everyone become a child when I wasn't looking? The widow is an invention. A story, by the God's sake. Since when have words been cause for such panic? Webwood has its terrors, certainly. But is it more comforting to give those a name? A motive? A legend?
Webwood.
It's trying to kill us. That forest will be the death of us all. I've been thinking that since the first moment I came to this town. Not soon enough.
Does no one else see the widow?
The widow is coming for us, and her brood comes with her. We'll be food before nightfall. We can't hold this island, these few buildings against them.
Bakery item.
I run the inn here in Canneroc. Nice, respectable way to make coin, unlike those foolish silk farmers.
Room.
Maybe if the inn was in a fit state, but there aren't any rooms for rent right now. You're welcome to sleep if you can find a spare bit of floor.
Silk farmers.
How most in town made their living before the attacks, collecting the webs from the wood and weaving it into cloth and such. Damn scavengers.
The widow.
She's as old as webwood and twice as menacing. She's the devils of this forest incarnate, that's what she is. I heard tales of war and demons, stranger, but none as chilling as the widow's. And now she's coming for us.
Webwood.
What are you thinking? That we asked for this trouble by living here? That we're somehow to blame for this?
I never said
What
that.
did any of us do to deserve this? What could anyone do to deserve this fate?
Really just jumped to conclusions there, lady.
Widow, spare you. That I'll take. How do you spot me while unconscious? Doesn't matter. Anyways, that'll be the end of this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I know I have. So, until next time, guys. Later.